I've never been nominated or won things before. You know, I've been around for almost 40 years doing this business, so I'm not saying the blues about that, but it's an astonishment to me that I've been nominated for all these awards and won this one today. So I feel very emotional about it, and as I spent almost my entire life in indie films and wrote and directed my own film about my childhood in Africa a dozen years ago. It took 5 years from script to screen. I know from the bottom up how difficult it is to get something made, and in an era of tentpole movies and prequels and sequels and trequels, to do something that is original or has an original voice takes a long, long time. It took this movie, took Anne Carey, the producer, 11 years to get the movie made. So I'm standing here in the footsteps of Sam Rockwell, who was originally cast, subsequently Chris O'Dowd, and then I got to be in the movie that actually got made. So, you know, it's arbitrary and it's luck as much as anything. So I'm very aware of that. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You mentioned the AIDS crisis. What do you think is done more nowadays to combat AIDS? And are there any other movements, causes, candidates?
Well, there's now a cure for AIDS, which in the 80s and 90s, which wiped out a huge number of my friends, didn't exist. So, and it seemed as impossible then and as unlikely that we would ever see Nelson Mandela released from jail and become president. But you know, things happen, good things happen, despite what's going on in the world right now. So I'm very grateful for that. And even though it's only an historical blink away, you know, the early 90s when this Can You Ever Forgive Me is set, the fact that people now survive AIDS and can live a healthy life is an astonishment. I just wish that it had come sooner. Yes?
Richard, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now you have it.
Yes.
Have you thought about where you're going to put it in your house and whether you take it with you anywhere and how this now paves way for lots more?
Gosh, I don't really know how to answer. I have no idea where to put this right now, other than I may not ever let it go, as it feels like right now today, and it feels very heavy too. So if anybody tries to take it away, they'll get cautioned first. Yes.
Richard, congratulations.
Thank you.
How much are you able to write about the real Jack?
How much about the real Jack? Very little, because firstly, he wasn't British. He was from Portland in Oregon. He'd been in jail for 2 years for holding up a taxi driver, arguing about the taxi fare at knife point. He was a petty thief, drug dealer, banned from Duane Reade. You know, he fell into collusion with Lee Israel, and as she says to him in the final scene, what more can you expect, Jack? You fucked your way through Manhattan. You know, so he had a good time while doing it. So, you know, he was a hedonist and somebody that I think from what I can work out, his family must have disowned him because there are no photographs of him. All his friends died of AIDS. And nobody, despite the internet age that we live in, has come forward to say, we're the Hawk family, which is very, very heartbreaking, really. But thank you for your question. Yes? Was the atmosphere different with the female director? Yeah. Completely and utterly, because the movie that I'd done just before was Logan, which was a 300-strong team of men, basically, testosterized with arms thicker than my thighs. It's not that difficult. You know, guns and fucking camera cranes and machinery and you know, everybody being mean as shit and blades cutting people's heads off. So to go to a movie where people actually talk to each other and care for each other, and it's about, you know, human failure and love and all of that, was a bigger contrast as you could possibly imagine. And she's a brilliant director, Marielle Heller. Yes, sir?
Richard, what did you learn making this film?
What did I learn making this film? That to luck out and to work with a seasoned partner in Melissa McCarthy and to have a director in Marielle Heller is like winning the jackpot double times over. That's what I learned. Yes?
Talk a little bit about the process, how you developed the character and how even maybe members of the crew like how they help you with that.
The costume designer Arjun gave me an amazing wardrobe of Spandau ballet type clothes from the early 80s, but on an advanced middle age now, at the last gasp at the singles bar, in the 90s when everything was threadbare and shot to pieces. So that helped me enormously. And I asked if I could wear a bandana for my final scene where I'm obviously dying of AIDS, because the man that really inspired so much of this performance was an actor called Ian Charleston, who was in Chariots of Fire. We died of AIDS at the age of 40 in 1990. And we were friends and we worked together. He was a great family friend of ours. And so that was the last time I saw Ian. He was wearing that. And the director agreed to let me do that. So I felt that that was, as a personal homage to that generation of men that I knew. So that's what inspired me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much.